They told us that global finance elitist Mark Carney was the grown-up in the room, central bank whisperer and economic expert who would steady the ship and save Canada's economy. But what has he rescued so far? Let's dig in. Right now, Canada's economy isn't cooling, it's not transitioning as Prime Minister Mark Carney would have you believe. It's on life support. That's straight from a report by economists at Rosenberg Research, who looked into the numbers that no one in Ottawa seems to want to talk about. Per capita GDP is falling, economic growth is crawling at a mere 1%, manufacturing is down 5%, housing is sliding, construction is flat, and retail also stagnating. The economy is officially on recession watch for 2026, the report says. And while Bay Street pats itself on the back for cutting interest rates, young Canadians can't even get their foot in the door. As first reported by Blacklock's, youth unemployment is now double the national average. Students, the people we were told to invest in, are being locked out of the labor market before they can even get started. And the interim budget officer spelled out what exactly that means when that first job opportunity is missed. Your entire lifetime earnings take a hit. Even senators are calling it for what it is, a growing youth unemployment crisis. And yet, somehow, the people at the very top, well, they're doing just fine. In fact, they're thriving. Because while students are told to accept fewer hours, fewer opportunities, and lower lifetime earnings, they're being also simultaneously undercut by a slave labor class propped up by corporate greed, while executives inside Mark Carney's own Privy Council office quietly hand themselves nearly $28,000 bonuses each, 96% of them. Yes, virtually everyone gets a bonus, government-wide, with over $146 million paid out just in these bonuses. This during a time when Canadians were told to tighten their belts, lower their expectations, and brace for sacrifices. Carney stood in front of students and told them change would be hard, that transformation would take time, and that sacrifices would be required.
But the challenges that we face and the choices that we must make. And to be clear, we won't transform our economy easily or in a few months. It will take some sacrifices, and it will take some time. Our government will work relentlessly to cut waste and drive efficiencies. And when we have to make difficult choices, we will be thoughtful, we'll be transparent, we'll be fair. We will work collaboratively with our colleagues across the aisle to build, protect, and empower Canadians. We won't play games. We won't waste time. And we won't hold back. We will do what it takes.
It turns out that those sacrifices weren't for them or him, the political class. They were for you. Because when elites say, we're all in this together, or we have your back, what they really mean is you're in it and they're compensated and insulated. And it doesn't stop there. Politicians are lining up for yet another pay raise on April 1st, up to $17,600 more, according to the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. While students can't find work, housing is out of reach, and the most credit-sensitive sectors of the economy are flatlining. It's beyond time to demand answers from Ottawa. If interest rate cuts were supposed to reignite growth, why isn't housing responding? Why isn't construction moving? Why isn't retail recovering? It doesn't seem like it's a demand problem, but more of a productivity and leadership problem. So the reality in Canada is this: young people are locked out of work, the economy is drifting sideways as a recession not only looms, but seems imminent or already in the midst, and the elites responsible for this mess by endless money printing and vote-buying handouts, well, they're insulated from the consequences of their own actions. And now we have an expert banker government that keeps telling us to wait while rewarding itself for failure. This is what happens when financial credentials replace accountability, when narrative replaces results. This is what happens when the management of decline is rebranded in doublespeak and sold to Canadians as competence and transition. The economy wasn't saved. It isn't being saved. Everyone else is expected to make these sacrifices, keep paying more to the government who delivers less and fails more. And hey, cancel your Disney Plus to save your budget and keep trusting a leadership class that never pays the price.
You're older now, you don't want to watch Disney anymore. Let's cut that Disney Plus subscription.
For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. Every April 1st, MPs get an automatic pay raise. No debate, no vote, while Canadians struggle with higher prices and flat paychecks. If you agree that it's time to freeze MPs' salaries and end automatic pay hikes, that any future raises should be earned, transparent, and tied to real wage growth, sign the petition at stopthepayhike.com. That's stopthepayhike.com.